All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1006, Shaw versus Shaw.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay. Amelia Shaw, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So our daughter has been living with me for 2 years. We're separated, and she's currently not paying any child support. And I thought maybe she would grow up, but I guess it's time to force her hand. So.
Okay. Any reason why you're not paying child support?
She makes a lot more money than I do.
Okay. Is that your only reason?
Mm-hmm.
You know it doesn't really work like that, right?
Well, I spend a lot of time, I'm trying to build my career. I'm a hairstylist.
Okay.
So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I travel a lot. I don't have a lot of extra money.
When she says she travels a lot, she's at music festivals.
Okay, everybody, fasten your seatbelts because this is going to be an exciting journey. We have a parent who believes that attending music festivals is more significant than paying child support. By parent, I mean someone who spends $22,000 a month on parties while conveniently ignoring their financial obligations. But wait, their justification is so absurd. You won't believe the excuses we're going to hear. So let's get started on the Shaw v. Shaw case, in which one parent is battling for support while the other is engaging in Olympic-level mental gymnastics to avoid paying.
I'm trying to do hair for bands.
Let me ask you a question. How much are these trips costing you every other weekend?
Probably close to $1,000.
Close to $1,000, and you're going twice a month?
Yeah, sometimes.
You're spending $2,000 a month to go to music festivals when you could be paying child support. So that means you can afford to pay child support, right?
Well,
Yeah. That means that, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
So what's the reason that you're not paying? Because it can't be that she makes more money when you obviously have the finances to do it.
Well, if I'm being honest,
I would.
Yes, the classic networking is crucial. But if your budget for networking looks like a mortgage payment, I'm investing in my career defense. Perhaps you should reconsider your priorities. Priorities, people. Let's be honest. How much hair do you really style in between DJ sets at a festival?
the kid, she was sort of more enthusiastic about it than you were, than I
Okay.
was.
I'm the biological mother.
I'm trying to
also
figure out.
biologically related.
But I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with anything.
Well, it's kind of more on her, if you think of
Are you kidding me?
Well,
Because
I
I
don't
gave
even-
birth to
I
the.
don't even understand what's going on right now. What do you mean that it's kind of more on her? It's your child too.
she wanted it more.
But you wanted it too, right?
Yeah, you were on board with this.
I was.
So you're going to still be on board with paying child support then. Because it's still your child. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to be a parent. It doesn't work like that. If you can spend $2,000 a month to go.
Did you hear that? Well, when it comes to supporting your child, this isn't a participation sport. So it's not a group project where you get to put in less effort because someone else was more excited. If you were on board back then, you're still on board now. That's just not how parenting works.
Child support. And if you're out of town every other weekend, how are you seeing that child as much?
She
as
doesn't.
That doesn't make sense.
I FaceTime.
She's drunk when she FaceTimes. Half the time I can't hand the phone over.
Indulge from time to time. but
Right,
it's not
and
that
I am not buying anything that you're over there talking about. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get straight into the child support, and you are going to pay, okay? And I know you have the money because according to your tax returns here, you make about $800 a week, right? Okay, So I have your gross at about $3,200 a month. So you can afford to pay child support because you're spending $2,000 of that to go out of town. And that's based on what you said. That's not based on any calculation yet. Okay? All right? How many children?
Just one.
Just one child? Okay. So I have your net at $2,474.58. Who pays health insurance?
We have Medicaid.
Medicaid? Okay. So Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state because that is a state benefit. So you are the one who is going to reimburse that money to the state. So what I have to do is take 9% of your gross, and that'll give me the health insurance amount that you'll reimburse to Medicaid. Comes out to $288. So when you add that to your monthly child support obligation of $494.92, that gets $782.92
A month?
Yeah. You spend $2,000 a month, right? Yeah, exactly. So you can afford it.
I think one music festival a month is enough.
And maybe you should take your daughter with you to the music festival.
The arithmetic doesn't lie, people. If you're earning $3,200 a month and voluntarily spending $2,000 on festivals, you're not in a situation where you can't afford it. Rather, you're in a situation where you won't be able to. You know what else? Costs about $2,000. Having a child, but priorities, okay?
I don't trust that.
Oh, well, now that she's paying child support, you really can't dictate what she does on her weekends. It's kind of how it works.
I just don't think that's a safe environment for a 3-year-old to be in.
It may not be, but until something actually happens, you can't dictate that. You wanted child support, you gave rights. You pretty much gave birth to a visitation rights. You understand?
Yeah.
And child support and custody are completely different. So that doesn't mean at any point, if she stops paying, that you can start denying her access to the child.
This particular instance is a crucial legal lesson. Visitation and child support are two different things. Just because you pay support doesn't mean you have complete control over your child's schedule. And if you stop paying, it doesn't mean you lose access to your child. The court isn't there to play petty power games. It's there to ensure fairness.
Okay.
You all understand? Okay, anything further?
No, ma'am.
Anything further from you? Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
And there you have it. Justice was done when the judge looked behind the justifications, performed the necessary calculations, and ensured that this child received the bottom-line financial support they were entitled to. If you enjoy dissecting courtroom drama, please like, subscribe, and enable notifications. Trust me, there are many more where this came from. See you in the next one. Parenthood is a full-time responsibility, not a convenience. What do you think? Should the judge have been even harsher on this one?